Hello and welcome to Finextra. I'm Hannah Wallace and we're here today in Stockholm for NextGen Banking Nordics. Joining me is Francis Walvik Joynt from Next, and we're going to be talking about instant payments. Paul, thank you very much for spending time with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Firstly, can you tell me what are the use cases and impacts of instant payments?
Okay, the use cases and impacts of instant payments are primarily now today in the P2P space. And what we see is that the interaction that you and I would have or anyone would have in a person-to-person relationship, being it how we communicate on Messenger or any other type of social media device, it's instant. The same thing happens for person-to-person payments. You expect it to be instant, you expect it to be mobile. So that's the main driver for instant payments today. What I think is going to be one of the key drivers moving forward is that when corporates realize that, this is what I experience in my personal life, it's going to move into the corporate space and be something which is important for the digitalization of corporates moving forward. So I think instant payments is going to have a major impact on that moving forward.
And I think you said a little bit about this already. A lot of companies are focusing on digitalization. What does instant payments have to do in this context?
When you start looking at digitalization and you start to looking at your processes and you start to streamline things, what you're really looking at is both transforming your existing processes, but also looking at where is the friction in what you do today. If you can find where there is friction, where your customers get annoyed, what is holding you back from that really great customer experience is usually amounts of friction in a financial transaction, in whatever. The premise of instant payments is removing a lot of that friction and making the experience both from a retail banking or transactional banking perspective, but also from a corporate perspective, much more streamlined. So I think when looking at instant payments, you will also inherently look at how you can remove friction from a lot of the processes where that has been difficult before because, it just hasn't been here and now.
And finally, what are the opportunities arising from instant payments and interoperability?
There are a lot of projects ongoing in Europe and in the world to deliver instant payments. And particularly in Europe, there's a lot of collaboration through IACHA and those type of things, and also the common scheme that we have, SCT Inst scheme. So I think there's a lot of interest in creating interoperability because instant payments needs to work in any type of context. So we at Nets, with our real-time 24/7, we work really hard with other players in the industry to ensure that interoperability is something that will be there and that we will work really hard to be at the forefront of, because at the end of the day, what is important is the instant experience that you have, and if something around interoperability is holding you back, it's really not doing anything for you. We also see that there are a number of our customers who are looking into basing all of their future on the instant payments ecosystem, and I think that is one of the really, really cool things that we'll see. And interoperability will be a key, so we need to collaborate, which I think the financial services industry is getting better at now that we see fintechs and all of these working around. So I think that it's going to be natural, and we're welcoming it, and we're working really hard to provide that in our products moving forward.
Paul, this has been great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.